Hello again, Gooners. I don't know if you can hear me out there. There's a lot of noise. Well, actually, not really that much. But no music. The music's gone. Think you know it. I may well be talking to myself here. Hard to say, really. But I'm currently on mute. No, I'm no longer muted. I'm just checking a few things, checking a few settings, trying to do it through the desktop. Didn't work. So here I am doing it through the phone. Okay, so let's see if this goes viral. Probably not. But anyway, Arsenal moving onwards and upwards, as they say, with that victory against Aston Villa, a hoodoo team. Well, the Gunners were certainly up for this one. A 2-0 win away from home is always good, but especially against Villa when you think about the manager who's, of course, got previous to settle with Arsenal. What's his nickname? Rigsby. But Rigsby came unstuck this time. His house was falling down because Arsenal turned up, and if Villa wanted to play it physical, which they seem to want to do, Arsenal were up for that. But really, what changed that game, in my opinion, was the introduction of Trossard. I don't think I'm alone in thinking that. And, of course, Watkins, he missed the target when he had a great chance. And as well as that, he fluffed his lines yet again when in front of goal. His header wasn't that bad a header. It was on the rebound. He headed it down, and Raya just produced a world-class save. Some people are saying it wasn't that great because it was quite near him. It wasn't that near him, and he had to get up off the ground again, and it was headed with some power too. What really disturbed me about Trossard, though, was he didn't celebrate his goal. It looks like he's sulking. Remember the incredible sulk of yesteryear, Anelka? Well, Trossard's not quite an Anelka, is he? But he's a very skillful player, and Arsenal don't really want to, or they can't even afford to lose him. So cream on the cake in this instance was Partey's powerful side-footed goal. Martinez couldn't keep it out. Martinez, of course, has not been popular with a lot of Arsenal fans. I can't say I agree with his unpopularity. Martinez was he was a FA Cup winner, wasn't he, if I'm not mistaken? So it's not only that, I just liked him as a goalkeeper. I think I back the manager 99.9% of the time, but on this occasion when he let Martinez go, I thought it was the wrong decision. However, now that he's got Raya, he actually looks like he's got a better goalkeeper than Martinez for the first time. So now that bogey team's been put aside for a while, as I said, it could have gone either way because when you think of Ollie Watkins and how he missed opportunities in front of goal, it's not really characteristic of him. So we've got to count our blessings, really. And a second 2-0 in a row with the Wolves game. Not quite a 4-0 blitz that everybody said it would be. And then Raya, once again, looking really good between the sticks. So that's 2 clean sheets in a row. And to be honest, not at all surprised about the Wolves clean sheet, even though Wolves were not too bad at all. So if any Wolves fans are listening, no doubt they are. But just in case, I don't think they're going to go down. And I think the manager's pretty good. The coach is pretty good there. What about Havertz? Well, Havertz in that game, he looked like a proper centre forward. But having said that, I still think Arsenal should sign a proper centre forward because Havertz, he's one of those versatile players. What do they say about versatile players? Jack of all trades, master of none. I'm not sure I agree with that exactly, but in the past, I've heard people say that about me when I used to play quite a lot. It was good in most positions, but was I really brilliant in front of goal? No, and Havertz obviously better than me, but at the level he's playing, is he going to score 20 goals? Sorry, I have to say, I don't think so. I don't think Havertz will get 20 goals. He may get 16. I don't see him getting 20. I'll tell you what, I did like one of the Wolves players. He was a bit rough around the edges. Yerson Mosquera. He was extremely rough around the edges, upset Jesus quite a lot. With we won't talk about his cheeky, can I call it an aside? His cheeky behaviour on the pitch. It certainly disconcerted Jesus. And talking of being disconcerted, I was upset when I found out Smith Rowe had left and joined Fulham. Obviously, he's played a couple of games now, scored a goal. I was pretty upset about that. But then if Arteta wasn't going to play him, I guess it was the right deal. And since then, Marino has come in, Mikel Marino. It remains to be seen how good he's going to be. He looked pretty good in the Euros from what I saw, so not disappointed about that. And neither am I disappointed about Calafiore, who's also come in on the back of a really impressive set of performances in that same competition. So both of those could feasibly be huge successes at Arsenal. Never know till you try, as they say. But yeah, it's not looking too good for Nketiah. He did get a bit of a game in one of those two games, but really, is he got a future at Arsenal? It seems like he's going to Palace. I'm not best pleased about that, if truth be told. I was pretty upset anyway, as it was, about as I said, Smith Rowe leaving. Means that all the songs got to be adjusted. Perhaps it could be instead of the Saka and Emil Smith Rowe, it could be Saka and Mikel Merino. But it's going to be a little bit challenging for some of the less musical out there. So other good news, of course, Timber coming on in the second half of the Wolves game, and then starting the Villa game, and he looks at the races, to put it mildly. So Zinchenko, how long is he gonna be patient on the bench? Zinchenko wasn't too bad against Wolves, but yeah, from a defensive perspective, you've got to say Timber's looking at this stage the better option of the two. And just to go back to Havertz again, I've always rated him. Never been a critic. Never. Liked him at Chelsea. Like him even more, obviously, at Arsenal. And I did put in my blog, who needs Haaland when you got Havertz? Well, it helps to have a Haaland. Arsenal haven't got that, and I still think they need someone like Tony from Brentford, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So transfer news, it's not looking great right now for Arsenal. I think they've done their business, not going to do any more. If Nketiah leaves, I think it leaves Arsenal a little bit short-staffed in the forward department. So obviously there's loads and loads of talk of this striker coming in and that one. Darwin Núñez, the latest to be mooted as a possible transfer contender. I think it's pretty unlikely. Nico Williams, that's another one. He's not really a striker, he's a winger, but can't see that happening, to be honest. He's top player. Doesn't mean Arsenal can't attract top players, but is he really going to come to Arsenal? If he does, well, I don't know what's the forfeit for me if he comes in. It seems extremely unlikely that Arsenal are going to make any more moves. Look how long it took to get this Mikel Merino deal over the line. On the other side of the equation, with exits, it's possible Aaron Ramsey will leave on loan. But again, I think it does depend an awful lot on whether or not Arsenal can do business by bringing in a goalkeeper that's content to wait his turn to take the place of Raya. So right now, I don't think there's going to be any moves, but who knows? I might keep you posted on that if I've got time. Anyway, thanks for listening, and until the next time, all I can say to you is adios, amigos.